special edition of Maxwell Starr's beer review. This time I'm taking, in honor of it being June 13th, 2011, the day of Game 6 of Boston versus Vancouver. Go Canucks! This one is Molson Canadian. So, let's take a look at it. Of course, it's a Canadian beer. Duh. It says the best this land has to offer. Canadian water, prairie barley, no preservatives. It's a favorite all across Canada, brewed in mainly Montreal, Quebec, but it's also got satellite places like Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, Les Habitants, Moncton, St. John's, Canada. So this probably came from Moncton, to be totally honest, but looked like a fresh can. So yeah, it's a beer that I grew up drinking. Well, I can't say I grew up drinking, like once I turned 19, I guess. But yeah, let's give it a pour here and take a look what it looks like. Being a 500 ml or 473 or whatever this is can, it's not going to fit all into this Rickards glass, but it actually gave about a 1 finger ahead. That head has got small to medium bubbles. I don't think it's going to last very long. Color-wise, it's kind of like a golden color. What do you think, honey? It looks like a darker golden, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Lots of carbonation, but again, that's probably because of the Rickards etching at the bottom of this glass, kicking up all that carbonation. Laser etchings at the bottom of glasses are used in order to improve the carbonation of beers, as well as the aromas that are thrown off because of the well, I mean, as the carbonation leaves the liquid of the fluid, the etching actually gives it some surface for the oxygen to bind to, or the carbon dioxide, so it emits more. In fact, it's kind of giving it like almost like a whirlpool kind of look at the top if you look at it. See?
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I noticed that. I mean, in the inside, it has a little bit of a tornadic vortices going on with it.
Yeah. That said, it's still not like the head's gone away pretty quick. I mean, you can see right there. Yeah. So let's give it a sniff here. You know, being a big Canadian macro brew, I still say Canadian beer is pretty damn good, but there's not a lot of smell to that. There's almost no. There's like a small hint of some kind of traceable hop, but not really enough to properly determine what kind of hop that is. It might be like a small hint of vegetable or grain or something. No, not like Rolling Rock. I've seen the evil look on her face when I say that. Yeah, here, give it a sniff. See what you think.
Yeah, it's really a really watered down smell. Grains and stuff. I don't know. I'm not good at the smelling.
I know. Yeah, there's like a small hint of grain in that back, but it's really, you mostly smell just air. I mean, there's a bit of smell of something coming off of that. But those smells are very like unpronounced. Tired. Sorry. So yeah, let's cut to the chase and say there's practically no smell at all, and go to the taste. Very watery. Got a small faint amount of bitterness that goes through the top of the throat. Leaves almost on nothing for taste on the tongue. Maybe a faint hint of bready grains in the back of the tongue, but not much to speak of. Yeah, mainly bready grains in the back. What do you think?
Yeah, you can taste just the bready grains in the back and almost a little bit of citrus.
Citrus?
I don't know if that's the flavor I'm going for, but right in the front or something.
Yeah, that's probably you're thinking of the bitterness.
Okay, so...
No, it's like a mildly citrus bitterness, like somewhat like orange and lemon, something in that area.
It's not bad.
No. It doesn't really have much of a smell and much of a taste, but one thing I will give it credit for is that it's actually got quite a bit of... It's kind of like a medium to light beer. I mean, typical of your Canadian pale lager. But at, what is it, 5% ABV on this thing? That is, like, nice. The carbonation's nice and smooth.
It goes down easy.
It really goes down easy, and it tastes kind of creamy. With a nice crispness to the aftertaste. It's just like... very refreshing. What do you think about the mouthfeel?
I'm no good at this thing, so. Light, crisp. You know.
Yeah.
Good. I don't find anything off-putting about it.
No, it's not. It's definitely inoffensive. Doesn't really have a whole lot of flavor. Or smell.
But there is some flavor. I mean, it's not like it's flavorless.
No, it's not. Well, we're going to sit down with this one, and we'll come back with some thoughts. So, what did we think of Molson Canadian's lager beer? It was okay. Hardly any smell, hardly any taste. As it warmed up, some other, like a more apparent hop note came out, but that hop note was somewhat of a, like almost like a chemical kind of hop taste. It wasn't exactly off-putting or anything, but it also started to come out with like a more pronounced bready, corny kind of aftertaste, but it's still a fairly watery, but still easy drinking beer. It's not bad, but it's nothing special. You want to say anything?
Yeah, it's an average beer, you know, and to me there was nothing that was off-putting about it. It's just a general nice beer. If you want to sit down, have a good beer, then that's a nice beer to have.
Well, all said and done, I'm going to give this beer a pass, but just a pass. I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. What are you going to give it? You're going to give it a 3? You liked it more than I did?
I did,
okay.
Yeah.
She liked it more, she liked it 3 out of 5 for her. So... all in all, I just hope the Canucks score better than this beer tomorrow night, or tonight rather. And we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, so 2.5 for me, 3.5 for her.
3.5? My ours 3. I said 3.
I could say something, but anyway. Okay, so 3 for her, 2.5 for me. Sorry. Bye.